Have you ever thought that your struggles are setting you up and not shutting you down? What if every delay, disappointment, or detour was God designing a bigger, better breakthrough for you? My name is Tony Lewis, and here I'm again, y'all. And it's my plum-pleasing pleasure to share with you today a few minutes for us. The U is for underdogs, and the S is for strugglers. I'm talking about strugglers in the Bible, y'all, in the Bible. But today, we will give you a snapshot of a scriptural character, the story and a picture, the struggle principle, the success principle, and a lesson to practice. We're going to do something, y'all. You know I always say that. Of underdogs and strugglers in the Bible. Let me tell you about the 17th biblical character we will look at today. Is Elijah. The Lord is my God. The exhausted but encouraged. His story is in 1 Kings chapter 19 verses 1 to 18. He was a bold believer in a big battle. He encouraged everyone to trust in the true God. He explained that Baal was a bad, broken God. Really wasn't no God at all, y'all. And he expected fire from heaven. And God exploded the altar. Boom! Elijah provided that the Lord is powerful and always shows up. Check it out. His struggle, let me tell you about that. He was a fearful follower, feeling forgotten. He ran away when Queen Jezebel threatened to kill him. Oh, she was trying to take the brother out. He felt frightened, frustrated, and all alone. He wandered into the wilderness, feeling weak and worn out. He wanted to die in despair. You ever felt like that? He felt like quitting. But God whispered to him with warm words of courage instead of shouting. Let me tell you about this brother's success. He became a faithful finisher with fire. He ate, rested, and regained strength with God's help. God whispered with warm words of encouragement instead of shouting at him. He accepted God's plan and appointed Elisha to keep going. He obeyed even when it was hard and scary. He was shaken. But he ascended alive up into heaven in a fiery flying chariot. Let me tell you the lesson. God restores the rundown. God restores the rundown. His story is in 1 Kings chapter 19 to 1 to 18. Check it out. Remember, when you struggle and pressures pursue you and you start running from responsibilities, when problems feel personal and painful, when fear fills you and you feel frustrated and forsaken like folks left you, especially when threats come after triumphs, when weariness weighs you down and you wander in emotional wilderness, feeling weak and worn out and wondering if it's worth it to follow God at all. When despair dominates you and you feel overwhelmed by life's battles and you feel like giving up, remember when you succeed, when God spoke to you softly and supplying supernatural strength to you, when he gives you soul care, provisions in pause, and rations of rest right at the time. Remember the lesson. God restores the rundown. God restores the rundown. To God be the glory. I'm out, y'all. Huh?